Hello there guys, it's Captain Invisible here and welcome to a Medieval 2 Total War 1 versus 1 battle. Sorry if I sound a bit funny, I've come down with a sore throat, so if my voice suddenly goes, I do apologise. Um, so this was a 1 versus 1 battle. I'm in command of the Turks. I've started really getting into the Turks, so I do enjoy playing with them quite a couple of times nowadays or recently. Um, and my opponent is Criminal Copy Kill in command of the Moors. So he challenged me to a few games, and I graciously accepted because I hardly ever play 1 versus 1s nowadays. It's always a 2 versus 2 or siege or free for all. It's just a mix of quite a few game types. So yeah, if I can get a 1 versus 1 in, it's usually quite good. So this battle was fought on the grassy plains, and personally, I really hate the grassy plains. Not because there's no rocks. By popular belief, I love stroking rocks, but no, that's not the reason. It's just because it's so flat and boring. I mean, you get down to eye level and you can see everything around you. And coming from Yorkshire, where we have loads of rolling hills, it really puts me off that there's nothing to see other than flat land and in the distance some mountains and things. So yeah, it's really off-putting. But if you do turn the vegetation level quite high, the vegetation quality, you do get to see some nice flowers. So that's something. If you like flowers, then yeah, the grassy plains is definitely the map for you. But I personally really don't like it. It's quite boring and, as I say, flat. So, um, just go over my army really quickly. I've got 4 units of the Ottoman infantry. Always quite a nice unit to bring for the Turks. 4 units of these dismounted Sipahi lancers. Quite nice spearmen for the Ottomans. I've got 3 units of the mounted Sipahi lancers. Um, I find them slightly better than the Alumite Cav, so I always bring these guys instead. 1 unit of Hashishim, that's going to be my only sort of heavy infantry unit. If you saw my last battle with the Turks, they did quite well. I wish I'd brought more, or in fact I did, I'm a liar. I brought another unit just to help back up this flank as well, so I'm hoping they'll do quite well in this battle as well. I brought 2 units of Nafatoons, always a requirement for Eastern factions. I brought a unit of General's Bodyguard with my General in, and a unit of Mounted Sipahis, just to see, Mounted Sipahis, the Sipahi Missile Cav, just to see how they'll play out. Swiss man will kill me for saying that as well. It's usually his thing to say Mounted Cav, which he got off at Apollo. It's spreading. The disease is spreading. Anyway, I'll just go over Criminal Copperkill's army really quickly. He's got, I think it's 2 units of Desert Archers up at the front here with some Nubian spearmen supporting them. He's got some more Desert Archers in the back here. I think he's got 2 more units and then 4 units of Peasant Crossbows. So very heavy missile force. Certainly he'll outgun me in terms of missiles, and the Ottomans are a missile faction, so yeah, he's got the advantage over me there. On this flank, he's got 2 units of the Turok Camel Spearmen. Quite a nice unit, the camels. They scare horses, so my cav's going to be in a bit of trouble if they come into melee with those guys. And then on this side, 2 units of the mounted Christian Guard. No, sorry, not mounted Christian Guard. These are the Grenadine Lancers. They look exactly like Christian Guard, so I apologise for that mistake. Yeah, exactly like them. It's scary. And then he's got... This is a unit of mounted Christian Guard, and as you can see, they pretty much look exactly the same as the Grenadine Lancers. spooky. So he's got 1 unit of the Christian Guard there, and then 4 units of dismounted Christian Guard. Very strong infantry corps there to support his massive missiles, and then his general's bodyguard. So we'll start this battle. I don't know how fast this battle gets going, so we'll just you'll watch the armies sort of move about, and I'll just explain what my reasoning was behind this army. As I say, choosing the Spy Lancers was purely because I've used the Allen Light Cav before, and they've not performed as well as I'd hoped. And the Spy Lancers are kind of, a lot of people choose the Allen Light Cav over the Spy Lancers, so I wanted to give them their time to shine in this battle. Obviously, the Ottoman infantry speaks for itself. I've mentioned about the Hashashim being there just to support my infantry line. The only other thing that was a bit that I basically picked for the hell of it was these Sipahi missile cav, which I don't usually bring missile cav, but I have started recently to try them out, and I do find them quite good for harassing the enemy and drawing them into positions that maybe they don't want to be in. So we'll see how well I use them in this battle, and just see what mayhem I can cause with them. So whilst waiting as well, this was one of 3 battles that I played against Criminal Copy Kill. I won't spoil them for you, but we did play 3 battles, and I'm only going to upload 2 of them because one of them he absolutely annihilated me. He really did just absolutely crush my force. I was playing as the Mongols, and it just turned into a big mess of just all sorts of different units, and yeah, it just didn't go well for the Mongols at all, so I really messed that battle up. So we're going to go over this side to harass these Christian Guard. These are Grenadier Lancers. Maybe I thought they were Christian Guard. Maybe I was scared by them because this battle doesn't go doesn't go my way for my cav. I must have been intimidated by these Grenadier Lancers. So if you can hear the dog in the background, she's having a nightmare, bless her. So yeah, if you hear sort of woofing, it's her having a bad dream. Probably about Christian Guard Grenadier Lancers, no doubt. These scary units. So it hits my Ottoman infantry here. It was a little bit concerning, but he already had the missile advantage, so it's not too much of a big loss. I think he hits them here again as well, but at this stage I'm just using them just to stop him from charging my infantry and just to get his cavalry in a fight where I can surround them. So I managed to catch this one surrounded by my general and some Sipahi Lancers, but he's got quite a lot of support here, so it's not going to do too well. And as you can see, he's just hit this flank really hard. On this flank I managed to catch these 2 rock camel spearmen with my Sipahi Lancers, and I absolutely annihilated them. They're not too good in melee, but as I say, the scare cavalry effect works quite well in conjunction with some heavier cavalry. I think these are my mounted Sipahis that are going to go in to fire on these units, but it's not a fight they really want to be in, simply because even though these are lowly armoured units, they're cheap units, so they're going to waste my ammunition, and these desert archers are going to be firing at them as well, so yeah, not a good a unit to fire on. So yeah, hitting this flank hard has really diminished my missile capability. So I mean, you already have a missile advantage, which he's going to use very well in this battle. So my only other option is to simply all-out charge and hope that I can destroy his units. I don't know when I decide to do this, but I presume it's when I see these missiles moving up, because as long as these missiles are moving, they're not shooting at me, so I decided to charge them then. Although he is very much in range now, so if I don't move now, I should be moving shortly. Otherwise, he's gonna just pick my army to bits. He manages to catch some of these supply lancers on this flank, and he routs them. I tried to get a quick charge in to salvage this fight with this one, but again, it's not going to go too well for my cav on this side. So now I decide to charge up all my infantry, just to try and shove them in my opponent's face, because the thing about this battle is he has more units than me on the battlefield now. All these cavalry on this flank and all the a strong Christian guard over here, but he doesn't have. All these missiles are going to be useless in melee, so having them in this battle, if I can shove my infantry units in his face like I'm doing now, he's not going to have the strength to stop me with his Christian guard. He's certainly not going to have the numbers anyway. And there I managed to kill his general, which I think was in this cav blob here. I've got him surrounded with some cav, which he's managed to rout, but he charged into some of my spearmen and got killed as a result. So my supply lancers here are holding the line very bravely, but it's going to be a futile attempt. My Hashishim are cutting through these peasant crossbowmen. I've got some supply lancers into these crossbowmen, and we're basically trying to tie down all these missile units, which we're doing quite well at this stage. My general's doing work against the rest of the enemy cav and against some of these dismounted Christian guard. This cav routes to my Nafatoons, and I'm sending another unit of Hashishim to hold up this blob, whilst my other units are trying to get rid of his missile superiority. He's still running charges into my spearmen at the back, but again, it's charging against spearmen, so he's just going to lose more cav doing that. And he catches one of my Nafatoons here and reduces it down to 2 units. But I still have 1 unit here that could still do some damage. I've sent my Ottoman infantry into melee, which they'll do quite well in. Not against these Christian guard, but they'll at least do pretty good. And it allows me to charge my Hashishim into the back of these Christian guard, and they'll definitely do well against these Christian guard. They do have similar stats, except my guys have fewer numbers but more hit points, so these Christian guard are going to rout under that pressure. And now we've got his infantry surrounded with units, and this is an infantry fight that he does not want to be in against the Turks. My Hashishim are holding the line, some of them are flanking, and I've got some spearmen over on the flanks to get rid of all these cavalry and stop them from charging into the back of my infantry. I've still got some Nafatoons left. There's only 4 units here, but they'll be able to cause some routes. It does manage to catch him with his cav, but at this stage his cav's quite spread out. I mean, it was coming after my Ottoman infantry over here and chasing after other units, but again, there's no point. He should be supporting this centre fight, because I have my mounted Sepahis now running strikes, and if I charged into this blob, I would have had his infantry routing. So my general's died, which is going to be unfortunate. It's going to cause my infantry to rout shortly, especially with all his cavalry running strikes against me. I managed to surround his infantry, but again, he's got some coming back from routing, and he still has a lot of cavalry left, so he was going to have the advantage in that regard. I tried to kill these grenadier lancers with my mounted Sepahis. I said it again there, you see. It's infectious. And they managed to kill my mounted Sepahis, so as you can see, I've pretty much got nothing left, and this battle is going to go to a criminal copy kill. It was a very close match, and I didn't expect my Turkish army to do that well, um, especially in melee versus these Moorish troops. But yeah, very good fight, and a very unusual but very good play by Criminal Copperkill with his army. So I'll leave you with the results. Pause the video if you need to, because what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to bring you the next battle. I'll have to load it up and things, but it'll pretty much come on straight away for you guys. So as I say, if you need to pause the video to look at these results, please do. But I'm gonna head off now and bring you the next battle. So yeah, just look out for that one, guys. Hello again, guys. So this is the second battle that I played against Criminal Copperkill. This time I'm in command of the Hungarian forces, and Criminal Copperkill has decided to bring the Turks. So we're going to have a little role reversal. I'm going to have the superior infantry, and he's going to have the Turkish light cav to try and stop any missile superiority that I may have. Now this is a funny turn of events, and let me just explain this really quickly before the battle starts. I do have the missile superiority, but I have the missile superiority with 2 units of crossbowmen and 2 units of Hungarian nobles. So I literally have 4 missiles, 2 of which are horse archers, and I still have the missile superiority over the Turks. So that was a hilarious little thing that I saw in this battle. So we'll just quickly go over my army and my formation. I'll do my army first. I've got 1 unit of Pavis spearmen at the front, should I say. I've got, I think it was 4 units of dismounted chivalric knights without defense upgrades. I've given them attack upgrades for this battle, simply because I was speaking to Swissman on another game, and he said that the attack upgrades were better than the defense upgrades. It was always better having more attack than defense, so I'm going to give that a go and see if that proves to be useful in this battle. I've got 3 units of Croat axemen in the back as a reserve infantry force. I've got 2 more units of Pavis spearmen on the flanks, guarding some crossbowmen. I've got 2 units of battlefield assassins, so I'm bringing the assassin units again. 2 hit points, half strength units. After seeing how well the Hashishima performed, I wanted to give these guys a go. So I've got 2 units of those guys hiding behind my army, and then 3 units of the chivalric knights with a general's bodyguard mixed in somewhere. There's my general anyway, chilling out between all the cav. And then, as I say, 2 units of the Hungarian nobles. So again, trying horse archers again, just to see if I can use them for this battle. So my formation, I had a feeling he was gonna rush. It was just something I was thinking of. So I deployed like this, with spearmen at the front, with my chivalric knights as the front line, my Croat axemen as the reserve line, and then these Pavis spearmen on the flanks to hopefully stop any cav charges on the flanks and support my own cavalry on the flanks, and to guard these crossbowmen, which I brought. It was a high period battle, which is why I brought crossbowmen instead of the Pavis ones, and why I brought chivalric knights instead of the feudal knights. And the Royal Bandarian weren't part of this either, so yeah, that's why my army looks a bit strange, but I do like Hungary in the high period, so I thought I'd give them a go, because I rarely ever play them high period, but I do like I did like this army. And as I say, I was going to try harass with the Hungarian nobles, see if I could use them effectively in this battle. So, Criminal Copperkill, he's definitely brought a rush army. He's got 2 peasants at the front. He's got some Armenian cav. He's got three units of Armenian cav and a general's bodyguard for his cav force. And also on this side he's got 2 units of Allen light cav. So he's bringing the Allen light cav, as I see a lot of people doing. Infantry wise, he's got, let's have a look. It looks like he's got some, I think 4 units of Saracen militia and 3 units of the dismounted Sipahi lancers, which are superior spearmen to the Saracen militia. But yeah, they're still spearmen, so against my swordsmen they're not going to do too well. And then he's brought the required 2 units of Nefertums for any eastern faction, so a great pickup there. But yeah, as you can see by his army, he's clearly wanting to rush me, so we'll see how this battle turns out for him with his Turkish rush. So seeing what I knew would be a rush, I'm going to sit still. No, I'm pretty sure I move into position shortly. Yeah, my mounted cav is going to go into this flank to get some shots off, some concentrated fire down on this flank with his general and these bunched up spearmen. He's going to mirror my own movements with his 2 units of Allen light cav, so we're basically going to switch our cavalry flanks. And I'm seeing this Allen light cav. I'm going to position my heavy cav to intercept them, just position them this way, so that if he does charge in, I'm going to catch them, and I'm going to use my spearmen to block this side, as I say, just in case they come through. My crossbowmen, I think, were firing at these Allen light cav as they were charging past, but they're a bit too fast for my crossbows to catch them. So he's going to charge this way with 1 unit of Allen light cav and try and hit this flank. He doesn't see my battlefield assassins until now, so he's going to slightly pull off. I'll send my spearmen in, but he's already sort of decided he's going to pull away from them. He does again charge straight in and manages to, well, he did charge into my crossbows, but he seems to have retreated for some strange reason. But I managed to catch these Armenian cav with my heavy cavalry. I might get some point blank shots in with my crossbowmen, but my spearmen are here to support. His Allen light cav tried to come in for quick sneaky strikes, but I managed to catch them and rout them. Another one comes in, but it's going to be surrounded by my spearmen and quickly destroyed. This spearman unit got charged by cavalry, so it's already doing its job, and it's going to catch these spearmen. And these 2 spearmen are going to charge straight into my chivalric knights, my dismounted chivalric knights, which is not going to be a battle that they can win. My battlefield assassins are holding this flank against these spearmen with my crossbowmen. Some of my Croat axemen, I think, are blocking this flank just in case his Allen light cav come back, which is going to free up my other units to be able to charge in to support this flank. His Nefertum fire is coming in, and it's scorching a few of my guys. So I'm going to charge my units through to try and hit this blob. His cav's just all over the place, hitting my chivalric knights and really causing some trouble. Here comes another. So another Allen light cav comes into the back here. But as I say, by the looks of it, we managed to kill his general. His general's died fairly early on. I've got my mounted cav. My Hungarian nobles firing at this Armenian cav, and it's whittling it down. They're just chilling out of the battle, waiting for an opportune moment to strike. My chivalric knights are doing well on this flank, and with my spearmen in support of them, there's not going to be a lot that can stand up to them. My centre line's holding well, and these Turkish troops just don't have the morale to hold out against them, so they are going to eventually break. leaving these Nefertoons open for some charges by some of my battlefield assassins. So my assassins are gonna assassinate these Nefertoons.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
So I've managed to hold this flank really well, and I've broken through this flank. So as I say, I'm gonna be able to surround his troops. My chivalry knights are still holding off these Armenian cav. There's not a lot Armenian cav can do against chivalry knights, even though the Hungarian ones are not as strong as the Central European ones. My Hungarian nobles are strong enough in melee to be able to see off these Armenian cav, and now they're going to come round this way to, and then we're going to charge into the back of these units and hopefully rout this army with some decisive rear charges. So there goes the centre, and it's just the rest of these this cavalry that's remaining, which we can easily surround, get bogged down, and eventually destroy. Yeah, already being tired is going to rout here, and that is going to be this fight. He's got some troops returning from battle, but returning from routing, should I say? But I think he's going to have a bit defeat shortly, because there's not a lot they can do to affect this battle anymore. It's pretty much lost. They're only peasants and Saracen militia, so they're going to struggle to really do anything in this fight. So there we are. That's the Turkish army routed. So yeah, I think I managed to redeem myself in this battle. Managed to take revenge against a criminal coffee kill. But yeah, honestly, these battles were really, really fun. I really did enjoy them. Both really close, and some really nice tactics utilised. So thank you very much, Criminal, for hosting these battles. I really did enjoy them, and I look forward to playing more games with you in the future. So here's the results, guys. I'll let you look over those at your leisure. So yeah, again, really good battle. Really did enjoy it. It looks like my spearmen did quite well in this battle. They don't usually do that well, I must admit, but I must have used them as I'm supposed to, because they got quite a few kills as a result. And my battlefield assassins doing really well, so I'll have to use those guys in the future. Okay, so there's the battle, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. And if you've not done so already, please check out my introduction video for my Civilization Beyond Earth campaign. I'm gonna have it up for another couple of days, at least until the weekend, at least until next weekend. If you're watching this video when it's when the introduction vote's been finished, please just check out the campaign anyway, because it may have been ongoing for a couple of episodes. So yeah, check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. And I shall see you guys on the next battlefield. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you there.